Lovely, jubbly, just tricked you there. Sudden. That's got to be reviewed, especially on the PerfectDraft Pro. And this is quite a lot heavier. Especially when I went to oh, Jesus.
Started.
Good afternoon. Wow, you start without me. I could have been calling the missus a bitch or something then. Just let the dog out or there'd be another. Wow, 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 wow. Anyway, people, PJT, Rate My Beer, founder, proprietor. Anyway,
okay.
Right, today we're doing, this will give you a clue. And it's on the PerfectDraft Pro. We've got it running at 4, which we're quite happy with, aren't we?
Yep, yeah, that's.
And we're doing the new, well, really it's Club Tropicana, isn't it? But really it's Tropica. Due to copyright. Anyway, bit controversial this one maybe, because it took a long time to come back.
Unfortunately, because this is one of my top 5 drinks, I really do enjoy it.
Was actually a favourite keg for a long time. That being the 5.5% ABV one, this is the 5% one. And in regards to this keg, I did get this keg sent to me from Dan because this was one of my 12 through being the king of PerfectDraft. Remember, king, PJT. So, yeah, obviously that's why I didn't get the keg when it first came out, like a lot of others did, because, you know, he's not that quick off the mark sometimes, so I had to wait.
So this is going to be really interesting. Like Paul was saying, waited a long while for it to come back. Times wondered if it was coming back.
Yeah, I think there were some issues somewhere along the lines that wasn't anyone's fault from what
we can work out, yeah.
From what was said.
It's a little bit lower in volume, so...
That's due to the UK tax though, that's
yeah,
neither
that's
PerfectDraft
the
or
long or the short of it, isn't it?
Tiny
That's
Rebels.
It, yeah.
It is going to be 5% all along the board, even your cans. So if you want your cans at 5.5, stock up, because once they're all gone, that batch, that's it.
Yeah.
I wasn't too keen on it on a can, which is quite well known, isn't it? Although I did get into the keg, obviously at the 5.5. I preferred Pineapple Express, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
And that was a built-in 6.3, wasn't it, or 6.4?
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it was high, yeah.
It doesn't appear that's ever going to come back. So, shit happens, doesn't it? What can we say? Right, I'll get this poured. I won't bother turning the camera around. You can speak to my assistant.
Indeed. So, I'm really excited. I'm hoping this doesn't make a difference to this drink, because it has been a favourite for ages, isn't it? Of mine, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not no huge fan. I don't claim to be. Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at that for a first pint. Look at that. It's got the haziness. All right, I must admit, it's not really the first pint. I had a cheeky sample earlier to make sure I didn't do a bodge. But it does look good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks the vibrant pint that we know and love. Wouldn't you say, Michelle?
I'm thinking that's looking good so far, yeah.
You know,
you've got a nice amount of carbonation coming through there. The head is nice and full,
thick,
foamy.
compact.
Colour wise, it looks the same as what I remember it looking, and it has got that haziness.
Yeah, it does indeed. We do know
so far so good.
With left blonde, let's not forget the 6% left blonde compared to the 6.6. There was considerable differences, let's just say.
Yeah.
That's not just our opinion, that's other reviewers as well. That, you know, they certainly don't.
Okay, let's have a smell.
Because you'll be getting passion fruit, pineapple, mango.
Yeah, you are getting all of those tropical fruits coming through there. Oh, yeah. Bit of a fruit explosion going on there with the aroma. It does smell very good.
It smells, yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we had
It has been a while. Yeah.
that. So remember, you're going on memories, and you know you could go back on a video. We've done this before, the original one, but you know, trying to remember, there's absolutely no point because things change. It's over a year in it since we drank that.
Yeah, must be.
I think you had some cans from Sainsbury's when we got that pack.
Yeah.
But apart from that, and I'm not keen on the cans at all, was I?
The cans aren't as good, no.
No, not good. Right.
Okay.
Being your favourite,
I'm actually really excited about this.
Don't take a lot to excite her, you see. I don't know.
Now, I'm going to say for me, this is packed full of fruit flavours. You were getting a lot of pineapple in there. You were getting your mango, your passion fruit.
Grapefruit, maybe?
Yeah, citrus taste in there.
Zesty,
it's got a creaminess to it as well. That it almost feels like a little bit like it's coconut milk. That really is something that I'm kind of picking up in there. Which I'm not sure where that comes from, but that is what I'm feeling and tasting from this.
Right, but you've been the club expert, the club connoisseur, as one could say here. Is it slightly watery? Can you taste the difference from what you can recall? Remember, it's been a while.
From what I can recall, this hasn't lost a lot of its body due to it being brought down slightly in alcohol.
Has it got the punch that it did have? Because I'm not sure. But I'm not sure in the way that I was never a #1 fan of this drink.
For an IPA, this particular
it's not hoppy.
That's hasn't got
what I was waiting for you to say.
A really kick of hops at the end, and I'm sure that last time it did that.
No loss to me.
The hops on this are really subtle. You are getting it. You are getting a little bit of hoppiness there, and it kind of lingers on the aftertaste. But it is subtle. It's not what you would commonly expect from an IPA. But I'm really enjoying the fruit flavours in this. There is a burst of fruit flavour though.
For me, I'll be quite honest here, I haven't got a bloody clue on the last one. I can't remember. I've drank way too much since then. The only thing I did remember was the hoppiness at the end, as I said.
Yeah.
So there. It hasn't got that. If that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. For me, personally, it's actually a good thing because I don't like them too hoppy. For me, that tastes more to a pale ale than an IPA because
I don't know whether it's people who go out and
it's not a bad thing. It's just my
favourite
opinion.
style of beer is IPA. I don't know how they're going to cope with this change in this because the hops are really subtle there. I would have expected a little bit more of a kick from the hops, to be fair. Does it take away anything from the drink for me? A little bit. But the fruit flavours that I am getting there, they are really predominant. They are beautiful tropical fruit flavours.
It's punchy. It's got that. I can't honestly notice the difference of the 0.5. But as I said to you before, I can't remember too much about the first one. But I do remember the hoppiness at the end.
I think if I was just trying this, and I'd never tried it before, I would be quite happy to say this is a really nice beer. I like this beer. Would I drink it again? Yes, I definitely would.
And 5% more you can handle more than you can 5.5 because
I was just about to say to you,
it's still premium strength.
I do love these stronger beers, I really do. But when there's something that tastes this refreshing and moreish, you tend to guzzle a few too many than what you should do. And I think personally for me, this is probably going to stop me from getting quite so drunk on it.
I'm not gonna. A lot of you know me, and I know a few of you do unsubscribe sometimes for various reasons, but not myself, of course. But a lot of you know me, and you know the story of the Pineapple Express and the club with me, how I actually got into it some time ago. So I'm not going to go through that one again. But for me, that's a yes.
It's getting a yes for me.
It's not going to set my world on fire because there's so many drinks that I'd buy over it. That's me personally. But as for the fruit, it's packed with fruit flavour. And as I say, I'd say for me, it's more towards a pale because it doesn't have that hoppiness.
No, it's like a fruit beer.
Yeah, fruit beers and I think. Well, they are fruit beer, aren't they? They're not quite, it's a lot of, you got to remember when they do it, it's a lot of concentrated.
Yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to pick up on with this.
But it sounds, it tastes good.
I did find with some of Tiny Rebels offerings, they could taste a little bit artificial. That is a little bit of a gripe with some of them I've tried that have the fruit flavours. This particular one isn't really tasting artificial. The fruit flavours that are there, they do taste nice. They taste like proper fruit rather than...
Yeah, it does. It tastes good. I say, for me, as I say, it's not the greatest thing in the world I've ever had or drank. I'm going to choose a Franziskaner, a Hogarten, a Spaten Oktoberfest, a Left Blanche, a Left Blonde even. There's loads of kegs that I'd personally choose over it because it's not my...
No, I would definitely come back to that and have this again, yeah.
Yeah,
really
do you know what? I would drink it again. I don't find it offensive or anything. I haven't seen a lot on it at the moment. I know Scott was drinking it last night and Scott said it was really good, but then Scott was like me. He didn't know a lot about the other one.
It has been a long time. It has been a long time.
But it doesn't, it's not really water, is it?
No,
it's got a load of flavour going through it.
Yeah.
As I say, it's not the greatest. It's probably the greatest thing Wales have done, barring Gareth Bale, if I'm honest. Now Gareth's going to murder me. That's not Gareth Bale, by the way. But yeah, no, it's good. Pineapple Express is better though.
So yeah, if you liked this before, I think you're going to like it again. I'm still quite taken with it. It hasn't lost any or a great deal of its charm for me.
There you are. Because you'll lose it.
And I am thinking, where do I go on this?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking, where do I go on this? Because everything I say on my scores...
I'm going to stick with what I've got. I'm giving it a rating of 8.
And use evidence against me. I'm going on 7.
I did maybe give it a 9 or a 10 before.
Hey, so
it has dropped a little bit.
Gone.
No.
No,
it's still very, very drinkable.
Controversial, people, controversial. She's just dropped.
I think it's just lost a little bit by not being as hoppy as I would usually expect from an IPA.
And there's a 2-point deduction, 20% lost. Wow.
It's a very strong 8. I still like it. I'm still going to drink
it. Mine's a good strong 7. I tell you what, for the people out there with a say about these scorecards, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually go 7.5.
Yeah, I was thinking,
I'm going to start doing the 0.5s now because I know that these scores are watched by a lot of people and it does mean a lot to them. So for that, actually, could I go 7.75? No, 7.5 it is for me. And you're on an 8.5.
Yeah.
So there you go. But no, it's decent.
Yeah, I still recommend it. You liked it before, you're still going to like it.
Yeah, definitely. Well drinkable. I say, not my favourite drink in the book, but certainly not bad at all. Strong 7.5 and a strong 8.5.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. If you've had it and you like it,
let
us know. If you had it and you don't like it, let us know in the comments box. Bonjour.